Today I'm going to take you through how I prepped for my chemo. What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another video with Gun, your hostess with the mostess. So finding out you have cancer is not the easiest thing to process. It can take a while, your mind to settle down. Your mind is probably going to be all over the place. It definitely was for me, especially because my chemo was meant to start 2 days after my diagnosis. So I had all of pretty much a day to sort everything out. So these are some of the things that I did to help me prepare for the journey ahead of me. Step 1. Sit down and breathe. You've just had big news. This isn't news you get every day. So take the time that you need to just sit down, let it settle in. When I got the news, I was with my doctor and the chemo nurse that would be helping me out with my cycles. Had leaflets for me. If they had any questions, they wanted me to ask straight away. Any fears that I might have, any nerves that I might have, feel free to just open up to them because they're going to be with you as part of the journey for the rest of your treatment. Number 2, tell people. Obviously, you can't keep it a secret forever. So I've already made a video on how you tell people and my experiences telling people, so I'll leave a link to that. But basically, it's just telling people what's going on, what's happened, that you might not be able to interact with them as freely as you used to before. Number 3. Now this third one may not apply to everyone, but for me, I had to leave work. So the minute I got the news on Wednesday, they told me that I'd be starting my chemo on the Friday, which means that I had all of Thursday to get my work stuff in gear. But fortunately, the people at work were amazing. So on Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening, I'd actually run out of work to get the news. Went to the hospital, and then at about 5:30ish, I called up my VP and told him, basically this is what has happened, and this is the issue. The doctor has told me to take off 6 months from work. I then went into work the next day, Thursday morning, after running a Hammersmith hospital. And I talked to the VP, I talked to the CEO. It's a very small company, it's about 30 of us. And they took me through everything that they'd decided overnight. My 6 months leave, sick pay. They told me that, to take as much time as I needed. It was amazing. They sorted it all out overnight. Now, at the end of the working day, because it's such a small company, I had to tell everybody. I didn't want to just disappear the next day and go to chemo and then I'm gone for 6 months, right? Just poof. At the end of the working day, I gathered everyone together around this little kitchen area that we have. And I opened up. I used my formula for telling people from the other video, and it was super emotional. It was so hard, especially with so many people, but everyone was so supportive. We went for a couple of drinks after work as well that day. Yeah, to this day they're still sending me messages of support. Number 4. Now this is a strange one that I didn't think I'd have to worry about. Chemotherapy in my treatment poses the threat of possible short-term or long-term infertility. And this is for both men and women. So doctors often recommend that men and women go freeze their eggs or sperm gametes. Here's actually a few clips that I filmed of my experience at the sperm bank. I'm gonna get it right. So I'm off to the andrology department. the chemo that I'm about to do can have complications with regards to your fertility. Apparently it's uncommon, but it's still a possibility. So I was on the train to work this morning, and then I suddenly got the call telling me to come in. And I'm in a rush because they're closing at 12 and starting chemo tomorrow, so I've only got a couple of hours to get in there and freeze my future babies. I've never been here before, but I've seen images and it looks pretty good, so I'll show you when I get there. So I actually just bumped into somebody on my way here because I got lost. I happened to be coming to Hammersmith Hospital as well. Great guy. Telling me all about what it's like to be in the military, actually. But I love stuff like this, just meeting random people and learning new things. It's one of those things that you get from, experiencing things like this. This is so awkward. So I'm currently in the room that I'm going to be. I've got my thing here. And yeah, who knows how many people have sat in this chair and done the same thing. Anyway, time to do this. So I've just finished. I'm leaving the hospital now. It's one of the weirdest and most awkward things I've ever had to do. And yeah, I'll be back again. They say to keep coming during your chemotherapy because it's a gradual process, and I can freeze more samples during the process, up to 3 times, I believe. Now I'm heading back to work, and acting like nothing's happened, and it's just a normal hospital appointment. That was super awkward, super clinical. Had loads of questions come up in my mind, like, is it too early to leave now? Have I been here too long? When I came out, the man asked, did I get everything in the pot? And I'm thinking, doesn't everybody, if I took a UV light or a black light to that room, would it look like a Jackson Pollock? Just thoughts. Very strange experience. I actually did it again today. Last time. Number 5, research. Obviously this would differ depending on your type of cancer, your treatment plan, but you have a long journey ahead of you. Mine is going to be at least 6 months, roughly. And so you need to think about diet, exercise, side effects, how to prevent or minimize the effects of the chemo, things like this. For example, I know that I need to drink a whole load of water because one of the side effects of, I believe it was vinblastine, is that constipation. They said I could be very tired and fatigued, so I'm not planning on doing any sort of stuff. I won't be doing any traveling because of my immune system. Definitely a lot of stuff to do with the immune system, minimizing risks of infection, minimizing this, that, and the other. And it's also good to research into what you might be expecting to see and what you should expect not to see. So that if, for example, you find yourself having chest pains when you shouldn't be, then you can call the hospital and be like, hi, I've got this and that issue. Research can also cover, what you can do for the next 6 months. For example, what light activities, what might help in your treatment and your recovery. I know my mum has looked a load into the sort of foods that I should be eating, the foods that I can and can't eat. I'm personally spending a lot of time looking into what sort of activities and hobbies I might try and pick up. Because it's a long time, I've got a lot of time to myself and just to do things. Loads of things, research, everything, all over the place. Number 6. A YouTube channel and start blogging. No, so this is not for everyone. This is just a personal choice from me. My big hobby over the next 6 months is going to be trying to do this and vlog and interact and editing. One thing that I found that I really enjoy recently is making videos, editing. That's pretty much it. So I've actually invested in some new equipment, and yeah, so hopefully it should fill up my time pretty well. So these are my steps to preparing for my chemo, my treatment, my journey. With the title of a book. This may be different to different people in different circumstances, or you just may feel like none of this was important and I just missed everything. Let me know if there's anything that you think I've missed, and I'll either add it in the comments or can you pin comments on YouTube? Whatever. I'll make sure that I let people know as well. Maybe I'll do a follow-up if I've missed that many. Hopefully this helps you, give you an insight onto what sort of prep somebody needs to do, and I hope this made your job a little easier with everything that's going on in your mind if you are having to deal and struggle with cancer. Remember, we can beat cancer, and every day millions of people are beating cancer. So everyone, leave a like if you liked, dislike if you disliked, comment if you have any feedback, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's go challenges.